How's everyone doing? So, my name's Cal Summers. I'm a man of many trades. I love cards, I love singing, I love music, videos, photography, a lot of stuff. So this podcast will be about anything that I want, because it's my fucking podcast and I can do whatever I want and talk about what I want. I think I'm actually happy, which is a big thing to say with everything going around, the pandemic, with everything that's been going on, right, for everyone. I'm not saying I'm happy about that, but my mental health has been the best that it's ever been. My girlfriend and I go out on walks, go out on hikes. We wake up at 6 a.m., go out for a few miles, be with nature, just her and I, walking, talking, relaxing. And it's just so crazy because my mental health has been terrible since I was a kid. I'm very excited to say that this is happening all because I'm following the happiness. Like, what makes me happy? I'm trying to figure that out, and every time I do, every time I feel myself have good emotions, positive feelings, I go towards it. I go closer every time. I'm like, I want more of that, you know? I want more of that in my life. And it's just so surreal that I feel like something clicked in my brain while all of this was happening. And I'm just so thankful for it. It might be like my daily routine, you know, because I'm saying that I go hiking and stuff with my girlfriend. My girlfriend, like, I don't want to, like, make it all about her, but at the same time, she's helped me so much, and I'm not depending on her. Like, she's not the one. Without her, I would be nothing. But it's just, she's helped me figure that out, and I think I've helped her figure stuff out for herself, which is just really good to be able to talk to someone about these kinds of things and grow together. And that's the thing. That's what's been going on with me. I've been watching Gary Vee, and I know you're thinking like, oh, Gary Vee, blah, blah, blah. Whatever you think, I don't fucking care what you think. About him, about me. Like, I've always wanted to resonate with someone on that level, like, as a content creator. You think, oh, I should be doing this for this person, like for the audience, right? What is the audience like? What is the audience gonna think? And you know what? You gotta be yourself. Being yourself has always been the key, and I've had that in my head. And then, like, there's that little voice in my head is like, you know what? No. Overthink. Be anxious all the time. Which I'm always going to be anxious, which I've just gotten used to, which is fine. It's okay. It's good to be anxious because, like, that's what gets you, like, thinking, like, oh, what if? But at the same time, it's just, like, you got to let yourself be yourself. Don't let that anxiety be someone else's anxiety. You know what I'm saying? So, Gary Vee has just given me that permission. And, like, he's done that for a lot of people. But I don't want to make it all about him. But I'm just giving my opinion on everything. Like, these people have influenced my life, which I'm grateful for, because I needed to talk it out with someone, even though Gary Vee wasn't talking back to me. Like, my girlfriend I was able to talk to, and being able to meditate and go on these hikes by myself. Well, not by myself, but with my girlfriend, right? But thinking in my head, like, just meditating, thinking about what I want in life, thinking about life in general. It's just so awesome. Like, every day I'm like, okay, you know what? People say that every day you should be, it's a blessing, right? You wake up, it's a blessing to be alive, because some people aren't. Right now, some people aren't alive, and that's unfortunate. I hope that they rest in peace and all that, because it's not easy. It's not easy for people to go for what they want in life, and then it's too late. I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen to you. I don't want that to happen to me. And this is where everything's changing for me, and I'm asking permission from myself now. I'm not asking permission from others. I'm not even thinking about like, oh, what are they gonna think, because overall, like, let's say 200 years from now, let's say, all right, think about a person that you don't know, right? You can't think of it. You can't think of the person. Why? Because that person has nothing to do with you. My choices, hopefully there's a legacy that I leave behind, but for the most part, those decisions aren't going to affect the person across the world. If I become a huge, like, I don't know, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, these kinds of decisions, these small decisions that we put in our head, that's so grand, we think we're like, oh, this is detrimental, this will ruin our lives if we do this, or it'll save our lives if we do that. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Just do what you want, because 200 years from now, it's not really going to make a difference. The only difference is right now, your happiness. And we all know this. I don't even understand how people know this and then don't react to it. Don't jump on that and squash it in their heads. Like I said, I don't even know what I'm going to do with this podcast. I'm just putting it out here because I want someone to hear it. If someone wants to listen to this, and then go ahead. So, I've been doing eBay for a while, right? I'm selling like all sorts of I'm selling all sorts of weird shit. Like I've sold clothes. I've sold socks. The first day I sold stuff on eBay, I sold some socks that I bought for like a quarter. Sold it for $8. They were brand new. And the lady was like, oh yeah, here, you want a quarter? Now, I'm not going to tell you direct numbers, but it's grown. I have a good amount of items. Right now I have like 100 items listed, something like that. And from my eBay, I learned about Pokemon, right? I got back into Pokemon. I watched YouTube videos, and I already knew Pokemon. I love Pokemon. But I got back into it, and today I opened up a base set booster pack, which is from 1999, I believe. And I got a holographic card, which is like a shiny card, right? If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's called a Raichu. It's a certain Pokemon. And that Pokemon, if I send it to a company that grades it, gives it a grade of 1 to 10, if it gets a 10, it's worth $900. $900 might not be a lot to you, but me pulling that and having that kind of money just from a card, being able to sell that and say, you know what, I made that investment myself. I did the research, I did the work, I put my passion and heart into this fucking thing and made that kind of investment in myself, basically, because I was risking it. I was worried. It's not like, I was like, oh yeah, I'm such a genius. This is definitely gonna work. It was a risk. And I was willing to put that risk because I believed in myself. Every little thing that I'm doing, it's because I believe in myself. It's scary for some people because, You think, oh, I'm gonna fail, this person's gonna fail, you know? If you have a wife, if you have a husband, and you think, oh, he's ruining the marriage because of this or that, like, I don't know, in my case, I don't know what my family thinks, you know? But I know that there are some people in my life, or that were in my life, that didn't believe in what I had to say, what I did, what I put my heart into, and fuck that, dude. You don't have time for that shit. I'm going all in. I started an online card shop. I've already got 500 cards up. I've already got 500 listings. I put in the work for that. I'm putting in eBay listings, like, to list everything I got, so I can sell that and flip it and flip it and flip it. With this stuff, with cards, it's going better than ever, right? On the site that I'm selling, it's called TCG Player. Right now I have 11 orders that I sold, or no, now 12. And you might be saying, like, oh, that's not a lot, but then again, like, I haven't promoted it. I sold it. I have a few $100 from 12 orders, a few $100. That's right. Because I did my research. I was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to buy these packs of cards. I'm going to pull the cards. I know that there's some good cards in here, and I'm able to make those sales, get some customers, flip them again, right? Again and again. But the reason why I'm telling you this isn't so you go into Pokemon, waste your money, not research and stuff, and be like, oh, Pokemon is so great, go buy cards. That's not the reasoning. I'm sharing this not to brag, but to tell you to follow what makes you happy. What makes you happy? That's a question you need to ask yourself, not, oh, I need to follow this person, what they're doing, word by word. If you are following someone else's steps, you are literally steps behind them. You are following them, so they're always going to be the ones in front. Do you not understand this? The only way you're going to win is if you're the person in front, leading, being a leader. You don't even have to fucking lead anyone. You're leading yourself to victory, to that finish line. Not even finish line, it's a fucking marathon. People always say that shit, that it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's so true. By the way, corny lines, yeah, that's what the podcast is gonna have a lot of, okay? Meanwhile, I'm listening to mellow music, so that's why I'm like going with the tempo of some of the stuff on here, some of the music that I'm listening to. I heard I was listening to this dude talk, and he was like, "Oh, this other person said this, right?" I wrote it down. I wrote it down for myself. 7 steps to happiness. So number 1, you set a goal. Mine is to be happy. Have a business, a card business. That's honestly, like, that's my first step, because with the card business comes happiness, right? And all this stuff. But I want to use that platform for other things. That's just my first step. I think this is the first way of getting what I want, which I'm passionate about, so there's nothing wrong with that. Number 2, quit putting myself down. I'm done with that. I've been strong. There's no need to be strong. You can be strong and stop pushing yourself down. You don't have to be strong if there's no one pushing you down. If everyone else is and you're not, you're winning, because no one's gonna get to you. Number 3, stop thinking why you can't and think about why you can. This is kind of a tricky one, right? Because there's always going to be those thoughts of like, oh, I can't do it because of this. But if you actually want to do something, you'll figure it out. Number 4, where did you learn to not believe in yourself? Really think about, if you believed in yourself, if you had confidence and it went away, who took that from you? Was it your parents? Was it your friend? Was it an ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, ex-husband? You know? They're people close to you. Or maybe even strangers that just made you tear yourself down and believe that. Number 5, sorry. Change your self-image by writing who you want to be. I want to be a happy person. I want to be a kind person. A more, self-aware of what I'm doing in the present. Be more present. Number 6, act the part of the successful person you wrote you want to be. Number 7, do it for 30 days and repeat. So the do it for 30 days and repeat, it's not like do it for 30 days and you're done and then repeat it later. Have the 30 days in mind, right? 30 days, you do it. You start over. Because if you think like for the rest of my life, it's going to be too big. Right now, eBay has just become a thing for me. It's like, oh, I got an order. I have to get some packages actually, because I did my biggest flip ever. I sold Pokemon cards and I flipped them. I'm gonna be almost making $1,000, which is huge. I'm really proud of myself. I kind of made this podcast to kind of just let my feelings out. Because I've been needing this. You know, people are scared. People are happy. People are angry. It's okay to feel all these things. If you're an anxious person like me, and you stay awake at night, and you have trouble sleeping, especially right now, like I've never had such trouble sleeping until the pandemic. I know that if you're anxious, and I'm talking about anxious people, me talking about it just makes you more anxious, which, just take a deep breath, okay? I'll be right back. Give me a second, I need water. Okay, so, what I was saying. I'm an anxious person, can't sleep at night. I'm a little bit of insomniac just because of my anxiety. I used to be more depressed than anxious. Now I'm more anxious than depressed. Which I'm actually more comfortable with. Because anxiety I can kind of like get a handle on. The depression thing fucking sucks. You think that you're shit. And you know what? I'm amazing. I'm amazing. And so are you. The person listening to this, thank you for listening to me rant for this long. I really do think that people like listening to this kind of stuff, because I do. If you want to go to bed like listening to me talk, that's fine too. I wanted kind of this like chill ASMR. Not totally ASMR, but you know what I mean? Just talking about life and stuff. I don't even know. This is 21 minutes. I might make it an hour. I'll just talk until I can't talk anymore. The anxiety is kind of, I've been able to deal with it just because I'm using my time out in nature, I feel like. I'm not staying stuck at home. I'm not stuck like at home. I'm able to just get a deep breath of fresh air, and actually work on what I want. You know, right now, like, just really think about what makes you happy. Like, how can you make this work? Today, I actually, with like Pokemon and stuff, where we're talking about, right? My cards, because that's my main focus right now. I have a TikTok. You guys probably have a TikTok too if you're listening to this. And I got my first viral video today. I got over 17,000 views. Let me see what I'm at right now. I'm at, let's see, skip ad, all these ads, right, when you open them. I am at, wow. Can you guys believe it? Almost 19,000 views. Almost 19,000 views. And I'm not happier because of the views. I'm just happy because I know that it's working. This is working. Me sharing my interests, me working on what I value. A lot of people see that value I bring because I know what I'm fucking talking about. I know what I'm doing when I try to flip cards, when I'm trying to figure things out. Failing is learning. Failing is not end all be all. In some cases there are, like, you know, if you're a doctor, don't take that don't take that advice, but for the most part, most decisions, you're not going to die from them. You're just going to succeed. It's okay to fail. You got to stop overthinking shit. I post every day, once every day on my TikTok, just to share my joy. And the base set booster pack, like, it got viral. I didn't even know it was going to go viral. That was my first video that went viral in a long time. The last one that went viral was a YouTube video that I had of trust falls. That one got like 60,000 views on YouTube or something like that. People share my values. People share my interests. And I'm just excited to know that this is all working. You guys want to know the secret? It's the easiest thing you could ever do. And you're gonna hate me when I say it. You want to say it? Don't take no. Don't take no as an answer from people. Like, when you're trying to gain something, like get an opportunity for a job or a business that you want to create. You guys probably hate me, but I'm just so happy to give you guys a secret. The secret is, do not care and don't take no as an answer. People take life too seriously. I'm gonna make a video where I just stare at the camera for an hour just cause. Watch out for that. I'm serious. People take life too seriously, and when you figure out that you just have to do what you want for the rest of your life to make you happy, that shit will make you happy. Who knew? Having fun made you be less stressed out. And I guess that might be because I live in California. But either way, for me, that's just easy. I've always thought of that as a kid. I want to do what I want to do when I want to do it. It just makes me so emotional. Because I had this realization kind of not there yet. I wasn't at this level yet. But like 5 years ago, I was like getting there. My anxiety and my depression was kind of low. I was vegetarian and I was running every day. I was working out. I was on the moon because I was taking care of myself. Now I'm taking care of myself. I am going for my goals. I really hope that you are too. I know it's really difficult right now with what's going on and everything. But I just want to tell you, you matter. You don't need reassurance from people, okay? Whoever made you feel that insecure, let it go. Tense up as much as you can. I'm shaking right now because I'm tensing up. And then let that go. It is not worth it. Those people who did you wrong, I've had people do me wrong. I've done people wrong. I've made mistakes. We all feel. And the people who don't really feel for you, don't really feel any sympathy for you or empathy for you, you gotta think. And I feel bad for them because they don't understand that all this petty shit is worthless. I'm glad you're listening to this, whoever you are. If you heard anything that helps you whatsoever, I'm glad. The only thing I ask is to follow me or subscribe or whatever, wherever you're listening to this to. Follow me. And I'll make more episodes like this because I just want to share my life. I want to make other people happy. I want to let you know that you can do it, that you have my permission. If you don't need anyone else's permission and you just need someone's permission to do what you love, I give you the permission. All right? You listening to this, I love you. Have a great night. And I appreciate you. Be happy.